Enable notifications by ringing the bell.
So we seem to be in a bit of a pattern with these. I mean, I think we're making this a regular thing, and it's actually good. I'm liking this so far.
People like it.
Yeah,
I really like
it. So
I love horror films, and Dead Meat, a channel by James A. Janice. If you want to check that out, the link to the original video is down below. If you want to check out his channel, he's got all sorts of videos, and it's kill counts to some of the best horror movies out there. Some of the worst horror movies out there as well. I mean,
We'll say this again at the end of the video because
Yeah.
everyone skips this, but
thanks, Caleb.
yeah, thank you, Caleb. Down in the comments section, we see you down there. Yeah, it's not right now. Is it now? No, not now. What about now? No, not now either.
One of these times, we're just not going to start the video.
Exactly. We're just gonna be like, all right, that was fun. We'll see you later, everybody. And then we'll roll the intro and just be like, just playing, and then
Oh, I can't wait. That's going to be real good.
That'll
we
be
should
funny as
just
hell.
do one where we just immediately start with the video. No intro at all. Just
Really just fuck with them?
yeah.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, we'll just be. Actually, you know what we need to do?
Finally.
We just need to be like, video starts. Like we start the video, and then at the end, we're all just like, I'll just be like, that was good, and then you all just like go,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, bye everybody.
Then we will get rid of the copy.
No, well, at that point, actually, I'd like to do that as an experiment. Like, I'll come on after and be like, okay, that was an experiment, guys. So we're probably gonna do that sometime or another. But in this one, not yet. So, Dead Meat, we actually have been contacted by them. I'm still ecstatic that they recognized us and.
Wait, what?
They commented on one of our videos.
On our first.
Oh, you weren't here last week. I was like, "Oh, did you not know he commented on one of our videos?" And they was like, "No." I was like, "Oh, sorry."
Yeah, well, he corrected me on some of the stuff I'd gotten incorrect. I thought he had additional editors to help him out, and he'd only recently hired a new editor. Yeah, he got on himself and commented. And he also talked about the Dead Meat podcast that his girlfriend. Is his girlfriend or wife? I forget.
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend, okay. That his girlfriend runs, and just talking about that. But yeah, people seem to like the fact that we're doing Dead Meat. Dead Meat is just only getting more and more popular. And heck, if we help that in any way,
so.
I mean,
if we help that in any way, I mean, I'm very happy about that.
Dead Meat will be extras in your videos.
Absolutely, dude. I'll get hit in the head. I mean, honestly, I'm already
He let me shoot him in the head with a crossbrow earlier. I'm serious.
Yeah.
He will.
remember when he hit himself in the head repeatedly with a microphone?
You mean 2 hours ago?
Bleeding.
He doesn't really do skits, does he?
Wait, he's bleeding?
I actually was. Yeah. I'm not
What's
anymore.
that feel? It's blood!
Yeah. I reached up and I fell. I was like, wait a second.
What?
Holy crap! I'm
Oh
bleeding.
my gosh.
And yeah, that was stupid of me. But anyway, yeah. So
how's
Dead
that
Meat-
hand feeling?
Oh, my hand's feeling good. Honestly, it's still a little tight right here, but eventually the swelling will go away. But anyway,
We'll start the video.
Dead Meat. We got the video queued up here. This is the kill count for Friday the 13th Part 2. Let's give it a watch and let's see how Jason does his first time out as the main killer. Still a killer intro.
Welcome to the Kill Count, where we tally up the kills in all our favorite horror movies. I'm James A. Janice, and today we're talking about Friday the 13th Part 2, released in 1981, just a year after the original. The first sequel in the series is the film that introduces Jason Voorhees as the killer, but don't get too excited just yet. He still hasn't found his hockey mask, so he stumbles around looking like a rejected Klansman most of the time. Seriously, look at that pillowcase. Dude looks straight out of that Jonah Hill scene in Django. As you can imagine, Jason's motivation is revenge for the death of his mother, whose motivation was revenge for the death of Jason, which sounds paradoxical, but fuck it, let's get down to the kills.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
Jason's first kill is Alice Hardy, the chick from the first film that beheaded his mom. We meet back up with her in bed as she moans through a montage of stuff from the first movie, just wriggles back and forth dreaming about it. Sucks for her, but it's even worse for us, since this padding is a full 5 minutes long. She finally gets the hell out of bed and goes for her favorite midnight snack, rotting head of course, when Jason grabs her from behind and sticks an ice pick through her temple about 11 minutes in. Weird how at this point in my life, I've seen ice picks used more for murder than for picking ice. After her death, we smash cut to title card. Yeah, Awesome. Throw that shit up, guys.
No,
Then we
you
get
just
some
throw it
opening
at the
credits
ground.
and then have to wait 20 minutes for another kill, which is way too long for a Friday the 13th movie, in my opinion. In the meantime, we meet future Jason victims and I guess get to know them better, although there's not much to them. There's another horny couple, another goofball, another hot chick and pervy tail chaser, but at least there's some diversity with a few token minorities and Mark, a dude in a wheelchair who could totally kick Jason's ass in arm wrestling. Too bad this ain't
Actually,
over the top, buddy.
Mark,
Our preordained
they
final
actually
girl
talk about
is
putting
Ginny,
him in the
drives a
game.
shitty car and gets a little bit of backstory that'll come in handy later.
actually.
He's a little
I'd
left
like
child
it.
psychology
The
major.
ultimate survivor.
Remember
Could
that.
you
She's
imagine like you
assistant
winning
too
the
and
game
totally
as Mark?
bang buddies with
Dude.
Paul.
That'd be
Camp
really
manager.
cool.
None of these delightful meatbags make for Jason's second kill, though. That distinction goes to another character from the first film, Crazy Ralph. Remember the weird way he used to talk?
You'll never come back again.
Maybe he's gotten better.
They didn't believe
You do that
Nope.
sometimes.
While he's peeping in on Paul and Ginny,
because of
Jason
this.
garrots him against a tree. Looks like you're the one who's never coming back again. Huh, Ralph? After sexy swim times and woodsy grab ass, Officer Winslow becomes Jason's third victim
Woodsy
nearly
grab
45
ass.
minutes into the film. After bounding through the
2018.
woods like so many majestic
Woodsy
deer,
grab
he finds
ass. That's
Jason's
actually-
love
no,
shack, which
that's
is a
actually my
literal
wrestler's
place where
name.
you can get a hammer claw to the
Woodsy-
back of your head.
Woody
Gotta love
grab
the guy's
ass.
display of teeth here.
Hammer
It's
claw in
already
the
ready
back
to
of
be a
the
skull.
dome.
That
Back at the
face.
camp, Paul, Ginny, and all the unnamed and minority characters head off to the town bar, leaving only victims behind, so the kills really start to pick up. Terry, the chick who gets fashion tips from Padme in Attack of the Clones, goes for a skinny dip and gets her clothes stolen by pervert Scott. He winds up in a tree for no goddamn reason, and then becomes Jason's fourth kill after a classic machete throat slit. Ice picks and hammer claws are great, Jason, but you can't forget your fundamentals. A little bit later, Terry comes to cut him down and presumably gets killed off screen, but my rule here is to not count the kill until we see the body, so onward we go.
Yep.
Now we're down to 4 horny kids alive at the camp, and not a one of them
theory.
knows how to close a window. Sadly, the next one to go is chair-bound hunk Mark as he waits for
Aw.
Vicky to finish, preparing herself, I
Damn
guess? From an angle that doesn't make
Oh,
any
that.
sense, since Mark would clearly see him, Jason swings the machete into Mark's face an hour into the film. Kinda got it lodged in there deep, huh,
Yeah.
Jason? Better go get it back. Oh, wait, you can't, because Mark hilariously rolls backwards down an absurd amount of stairs.
Okay,
that,
my
like, where did those
granddad's a
come from? The
paraplegic. I
unintentional
saw
conjugal
this and I
death is
thought,
capped off
God
by a
dang,
zoom
what
in
if
and
that
a
happened to
white
my
flash.
granddad? I just
Jason
hear-
heads back inside.
That's just-
Which, fun
that
fact,
was just
is that way because
gratuitous.
the actress
Yeah.
was underage at the time. Ew. Anyway, he
Ew.
walks in
Yeah.
and gets a 2-for-1, here on known as a twofer, when he impales Jeff and Sandra together
twofer.
through
Wham!
the bed with a spear.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
twofer.
yeah.
Bay of blood.
That's a
Such
twofer, all right.
such value.
The last teen for Jason to kill off is
Value.
good-natured Vicky, who spent all her time in this movie very subtly hitting on Mark.
Want to take me on? I only want your fingers.
What do you want to play for?
Position.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant not subtly at all. Worked out their way.
Yeah,
She's
it's
totally
about
gonna jump his
subtle as a
bones before he
brick to
got
the
killed.
face.
She finds Jason and wakes him up from a nap, but he's all grumpy and stabs her in the stomach. Yeah, it's below screen like the lame kills from the first movie, but at least it has the stalkery POV shots that lead into it. Ginny then returns from the bar for the big final girl showdown. Jason chases her around a bunch. She goes WWE on him. By God! And then she winds up at his love shack, where she finds a
Quality.
Pamela
By
Voorhees,
God.
complete with rotting head. Oh, and hey, look, it's Terry's body, just kind of laying there. No blood or marks.
Just there.
Is she even dead? Ginny should probably try to wake her up. Instead, Ginny uses that backstory of hers to put on Mommy's musty sweater and imitate Pamela, causing Jason to get all stupid and confused. Paul returns, and together they knock Jason down and swing a machete into his shoulder, leaving him for dead. Until he crashes through the window! Half of him is all deformed, and the other half looks like Hillbilly Jim. If you dig the way he
Oh.
looks, sorry, he's
Ding,
never
ding,
gonna
ding,
look like
ding,
this
ding, ding,
again,
ding,
so
ding,
enjoy
ding,
all
ding.
this slow motion they give us here. A white flash takes us to the end where Ginny's on a stretcher calling out Paul's name. Not gonna count Paul as a Vic since it's unconfirmed, so let's call it there and get to the numbers.
Yeah, that's one thing nobody knows what happened to Paul.
Jason kills 9 people in Friday the 13th Part 2. 5 guys and 4 girls. Same as his mama did, but since he doesn't die in the end of this one, the film's total kill count is only 9, the lowest of the series. And with its 87-minute runtime, that leaves
The
one human
lowest
death
of
every
the series.
9.6 minutes.
9 kills.
I'm gonna give the golden chainsaw kill to Mark. And I know y'all gonna
Yep.
say the double impalement deserves it in the comments, but it's actually pretty tame thanks to the MPAA's insistence. And going backwards down all
Oh
those
yeah,
stairs,
they originally
just the
filmed
That's
it.
just
guys.
that's
I love it.
gratuitous
Latest
for
kill
no
is
reason.
Definitely Terry, who's apparently scared to death by the cameraman. No visible wounds on her body in Jason's creepy little mama temple at the end. She's just like dead. Cool. And that's it. Friday the 13th Part 2,
I agree
released in
on his
1981,
today.
actually
Yeah.
less than a full year after the original. Next week we'll be looking at Friday the 13th Part 3, released in 3D, but not the good 3D that we have today.
No.
Until then, I'm James H. Denise. This has been the Kill Count.
It's
Hey guys, thanks a lot for
debatable,
watching
but
Part
okay.
2
It's
of-
even it's even better 3D. He comes to you in real life and actually kills you.
No,
Finally.
No, here's one thing I will say: the 3D that
Amazing.
we have nowadays, whenever it's used right, I have to implore that.
You mean you
you-
don't like when everything is off the screen?
No, because
kidding.
here's the thing.
I was kidding.
In some films, it's distracting. Case in point, in what was the name of that damn movie? It was a superhero movie, but
Spy Kids?
no, I didn't watch that Spy Kids in theater.
I sure did.
But okay, films it worked well in. Ant-Man, Doctor Friggin' Strange blew me away at how good it was.
Oh,
there.
I'd like to see that.
And not only that, but also, let's see, How to Train Your Dragon and How to Train Your Dragon Part 2. Avatar was okay. I thought there was a little too much going on for you to really enjoy, but But I will say this, How to Train Your Dragon and How to Train Your Dragon 2 in 3D still to this day blows me away at how much it got me immersed in
I wonder if Ready Player One did good.
Ready Player One?
We didn't see it in 3D, so.
No, we didn't. And I'm interested to see what that would look like in 3D. But, hey, 3D movies cost extra, so...
Also,
half the time they're not worth it.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's still so much of a gamble as to whether or not that extra money spent will pay off. And I think in most cases, it's not gonna.
Well, here's the thing. Chris Stuckman,
almost
he
annoying
actually, whenever he
sometimes.
sees a film in 3D, he tells you if he recommends 3D or not. And he always sees films early. So I go to him, and he recommended, if you're going to watch Deadpool 2, I believe he said if you watch Deadpool 2, don't do 3D.
They're doing a 3D version of Deadpool.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Why?
Because
so that they can throw knives at you?
Not only that, no, because they can tack on an extra $3 per ticket. That's why.
I don't really like 3D. It kind of annoys me. Maybe it's because I wear glasses, but
Oh, I
I
3D
just
when
think
done
it's
right.
kind of aggravating to do 3D.
Well, 3D that's smooth and that's done right. Another film that worked well in Hugo. Hugo, Martin Scorsese went out of his way to film that movie in 3D. He got a 3D camera and everything to film it, and it looks brilliant. To me, it's one of Scorsese's best films because it goes over so much about the love of film, why people love film so much, and one of the greatest filmmakers of all time, Georges Méliès. It tells a story about him and everything, and it's really good. I think anyone out there who's a film fan and wants to be enthralled, and also it's a kids movie too, so you can let your kids watch it and let them be blown away by the story. So yeah,
Scorsese doing a kids film, that's still just mind blowing.
I know. I didn't believe
weird.
it either. When he said that he was going to do a kids movie, I was just like, what's he going to do? And then when I heard it was Hugo, I was just like, oh.
You know what
okay.
else is
It's
mind-blowing?
The Departed, but instead it's The Gone Away.
You know what else is mind-blowing? An ice pick to the temple.
Good night, everybody.
Ay.